is it permissible for students to live in a student's dorm while attending college? Basically, I remember he was asking about the girls. Well, it depends. For instance, in an institute like Al-Azhar or Al-Qura, where father or the guardian would bring his daughter or his sister or whoever, and she would be admitted and she would receive her dorm and stay there, she would be also protected by alternative guardian. So in this case, that is permissible. But if you ask me that would you send your daughter to the dorm in Europe or in the States, in another state, even if I'm living in the States, I don't even trust to send my son, let alone my daughter. It's very hard, and you're putting yourself and your children at a very high risk, which you'll be responsible for whatever happens. And I don't get carried away or I don't get emotional. I'm only presenting facts, because from this position I receive private calls from here and there, and I'm pretty sure some of the viewers of those who have called me earlier, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed with wealth, and they were capable to send their daughters from Saudi, from the Gulf, from Egypt, from Muslim countries to study abroad in European and American countries, in non-Muslim countries. They regretted a great deal. They lost them, period. Somebody will say, do not generalize. I agree. But I'm saying from an Islamic point of view that you are entirely responsible for your children. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. All you who believe, protect yourselves, and not only yourselves, وأهليكم, your family members whom you are in charge for, who live under your roof, and you are their guardian against the fire of hell. Subhanallah. This is a responsibility which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would question us about. Definitely Allah is not going to question us about whether my daughter got her master's or PhD from the UK or from North America. You know, He's not going to ask me. These are not the questions which will make my daughter enter Al-Jannah, or my son enter paradise, or be protected from the fire of hell. Especially there is an alternative. Alhamdulillah, shukla. You want to study engineering, you want to study medicine, it's available in the Muslim countries. It just looks fancy that my daughter is studying abroad. Then 5 years later, they regret. Wallahi, they regret. And since I will be also questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about my responsibility of confronting you with the fact, with the reality, then I have to deliver what I believe is the truth. I can make you happy and please you, and I say, yeah, we want our daughters to be graduated from here and there, why not? I'm not going to say that, because I'm not going to try to do the same with my daughter, because I believe my responsibility is to make them believers and maintain their steadfastness to the best of my ability until they grow up and they become responsible for themselves. Then they are on their own. But when I put them in harm's way and I say, take care of yourselves, protect yourselves, that's not fair. Wallahi, that is not fair. I've seen a girl who came to me. She was studying in America and she was crying, and she was staying there, and she said, I want to go home, I can't take it here, etc. So in the Islamic Center we contacted her family and we started explaining to them what she's going through. I was shocked, and the family was from Egypt, that the mother, instead of saying, realizing the danger that she put her daughter in, instead of that, she kept encouraging her to move on and to prove herself. You are very powerful, you can do it. You can do what? Yeah, you can have a boyfriend. Everybody can, every girl can have a boyfriend. You can lose your deen. Every girl and every boy can lose their deen, can be an atheist. And this is what happens. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us what's best.